area, please come to the microphone over here. Tell us who you are, what district you live in, what we do.
Good evening, my name is Mary Weber, and I'm in I believe it's District 1, it's Gary Binkley's district, and I'm with the Braxton Lee Homestead Foundation. I'm here just to give you a little bit of a few points of what we're doing and what we need your help with. We have a job in front of us. What we're trying to do is to purchase the Braxton Lee house and the 57 acres that surround it up on 117 Smith Street. We're trying to raise enough money throughout the community and statewide, actually, to purchase these properties. We do have a deadline of December 31st of 2019 this year, so we have 4 months left. And I'm just coming here because I'm going all over the county, and so are the board of directors for our board, and we're trying to let people know what we're doing. So maybe you've heard of us, maybe you haven't. I have packets here that will tell more about us. Stacy's going to pass them out to anybody. If you already have one, you don't need to take it. If you'd like two, please tell her and she'll give you two. So what we want to do is create this space into a beautiful public park, event center, history center, and welcome center. Now, the Braxton Lee house was built by Braxton Lee 208 years ago, and here's what's going on. Governor Lee is a direct descendant of Braxton Lee. And we have in our own community, right in Ashland City, in Cheatham County, we have a piece of history that is really important to the state of Tennessee, at least it is right now. What if this governor goes on and runs for president someday and becomes a president, and we've done nothing to help preserve this homestead, which he would, I think, like to preserve, and we are reaching out to him, by the way, and he will probably be helping us. We don't have any details on that at this point. But I'd like your help with connecting us to people who may have abilities to give large donations. I'm just asking for you to call. If you don't know me personally, I ask that you maybe just contact Mayor McCarter's office, and Amber can give out my name and number, and I'll give it to you, Amber. I'll call and give it to you so that you have it. So just, they can put me in touch with you, and then we'd love to visit more on it. The other thing I wanted to ask you about is there's a log structure that I understand is in storage here in the county, and it was actually donated by Braxton Lee to the area residents way before there was even Cheatham County. He was a Western Davidson County commissioner, and he lived in the area of Ashland City up on that hill, and he did county business for Davidson County up there. And at the time that he lived there, he donated, actually, and Lisa Walker's here to tell a little bit more, but he did donate some land for that Forest Hill Cemetery, as well as this log structure that I understand was used for a church gathering. And now it's in storage, and we would love for you to be willing to donate it back to us once we are able to secure the land and have a place for it permanently there. And then the last thing I want to do is invite you to our next event, which is September 14th. It's in conjunction with the Ashland City 160th birthday of incorporation. We're having a farm-to-table dinner up on the homestead, and it's going to be really fun. We're wanting to bring croquet back to Ashland City, so we're going to have happy hour, croquet, and a silent auction, and then we're going to have dinner on the lawn up there at the homestead. And you can get tickets for this event by going to braxtonleehomestead.org, just /donate, and then it says dinner tickets, and you can just buy your tickets there. So we'd love for you to come up there and just celebrate with us and look at what the potential is for this place. So thank you, Mayor, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Lisa Walker, and I live in District 1. I'm an Ashland City Council member representing Ward 1. And Ashland City would like to invite y'all to our 160th celebration of incorporation. So we all know that Ashland was established in 1856, and we were incorporated the first time in 1859. That's when we became Ashland City. So the city's going to throw a party on September the 15th from 1 until 4 o'clock. We'll have free cupcakes, we'll have food trucks, we will have activities for the kids, and we will have music down at River Bluff Park. Now I'm going to switch hats. On the same day, as Cheatham County historian appointed by this body in 2005, I would like to tell you that we are going to have a living history tour at the Forest Hill Cemetery here in Ashland City. That cemetery, as Mary referenced, was established in 1834. It is the oldest working public cemetery in the city limits. And if you've never attended a living history tour, what happens is we will have actors portraying prominent residents who are buried there. So many of you have ancestors that are buried there, so we hope that you can attend. There are tickets for this event. They are $10. We will have shuttles running from River Bluff Park to the cemetery that day because there's hardly any parking up there. So I hope everyone can plan to attend both events on September the 15th to celebrate 160 years of Ashland City. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
I'll make this quick. What I wanted to do is I wanted to just come and thank everybody for all the meetings that we had, all the accessibility that y'all gave me over the last month. This is my 4th meeting on the impact fee, and it seemed, I don't like government that's all the way right or all the way left. It just seemed to me like I was very proud of the way the process worked. It seemed like everybody backed up, they listened to what I had to say, and they actually gave it some thought and actually cared. And the only reason I showed up tonight was to thank you for your accessibility and the way things ran. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anyone else? One thing I did not caution everybody on, if you have a cell phone, please turn it off or put it on vibrate. If it goes off and you need to make a call, please just go out in the hallway and do that. Just come back in. Anybody else? Public hearing, public forum is now, I'm sorry. Yes, sir.
I'd like to speak about old schoolhouse they have over in the 8th district, that they're just kind of letting it run down and dilapidate and just grow up. And really, in the 8th district over there, the Cheatham County just seems to forget about the area over there until tax day comes, and it just seems like they don't have any kind of service over there, fire department or police department showing up, or ambulance service, or any kind of service that other parts of the county has. And it's just been going on for as long as I can remember. And, you know, it's old schoolhouse probably the oldest one to have in Cheatham County. Needs to be probably preserved and used as a tourist attraction, something like they would up there in Pigeon Forge and all that mountainous area. But it's just going to waste, and it just looks like, you know, they would pay more attention to the people's needs over there in the 8th district. And my name is Gilbert Spurlock. And I live in Pleasant View, but I own some land over there, and it's just been that way ever since I've known it to be. And it's just the county just doesn't need to do anything for the citizens over there.
We appreciate what you've said. We do understand what you're telling us.
Yes, sir.
I know Mr. Weekly has talked to people that live over in that area.
Yeah.
On several occasions, we've talked to the school board, so I know that there's some interest about that old church, the old school. And there was some interest about, at one time, the community kept the old school, actually kept it up.
Right.
And there was some grants and so forth. Mr. Weekly's probably got more history about it than he knows on the mission. If you want to talk with him, or you can stay around until the meeting's over, or leave your name, address, I'm sure you'll be able to tell you what's going on.
Okay, I know the school system, I think, was told that they owned it. They just let it just run down. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else? Public forum is now closed at 6:15.
Citizens of Cheatham County, Honorable Mayor, Commissioners, this commission meeting for August 19th, 2019 is now in session.
Byron, you can get started. Thank you.
Let's pray. Our Heavenly Father, we thank you so much again for the privileges and the honors that you give us, Lord, to be able to assemble, to be able to share opinions, Lord, and to voice the concerns that we have, Lord. We thank you, Father, that we live in this free country. We thank you, Lord, for the blessings that you've given us even to be here tonight, Lord. And Father, we just come before you now. We know there's a lot of people that are hurting in our community, Lord, and people that have lost loved ones. And Lord, just recently we found out about Commissioner Binkley's wife, Lakeland, Lord. We just ask that you'd wrap your arms around her, around that entire family. And Father, we just ask, Lord, that you'd be with others who we may not even know about. Father, we just ask, too, that you would just lay your hand upon all of our commissioners tonight, our elected officials, as things are discussed and decisions are made. We just ask, Lord, that the best decision would be made for our community, Lord, and be made, Lord, with a heart of trying to reach out and help others, Father. We just ask these things in the precious name of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Amen.
Amen.
Lord, some pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Here.
Here. Here.
Right here.
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 Here. Other guests on absence, we do have enough to have a quorum. On the agenda, before we approve the agenda, there's one item on the desk. It's the resolution pertaining to the VSO office. Does anyone have any objections to that being added to the agenda since it does not require any new funds? Okay, we will add that to the agenda and put that in the section that deals with the VSO office. We have a motion on the agenda as amended.
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Weekly, we have a second. Second, Mr. Wilson. Any discussion on the agenda items? All in favor of accepting the agenda as presented, say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? The ayes have that. We have a motion on our minutes of July the 15th and July the 22nd. Motion to approve both. Do we have a second, Mr. Anderson? Any changes or alterations? Anybody? Amendments to them? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? The ayes have that. Anybody in office? Anybody in office, an elected official who wishes to speak? Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Perry Keenan. I'm the mayor of the town of Pleasant View. This body came together on Thursday, August 1st, to hash out a really important issue, one that's going to really chart the course for our community for decades to come, I truly believe. And after a lot of debate, a lot of discussion, and having wide open ears on both sides of the discussion, this body showed a lot of unity and solidarity. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being able to hear every angle possible and to make a good, solid decision. And I know that it's going to put our county on its best foot moving forward. So thank you, bottom line.
Thank you, Mr. Keenan. Anyone else? Any other elected official? Any unfinished business? Any new business that's not on the agenda? Mr. Wilson. We're to the public hearing on zoning.
Public notice agenda for August 19, 2019 is advertised in the newspaper of local distribution. The Cheatham County Commission will meet on August 19, 2019 at 6 p.m. in the general session courtroom in Ashland City, Tennessee. The following items will be heard. Agenda items to be heard. New Hope Partnership LLC requesting a zone change from C5 to C1 for map 23, parcel 65,
Property is located at 1219 New Hope Road in the second voting district and is not in a special flood hazard area. Franklin Wilkinson, Director, Cheatham County Building Department.
Anyone in the audience who would like to speak on this issue, either for or against? Anyone at all? For or against that zoning change? You're welcome to speak. Not hearing anybody, seeing anybody? Public hearing is now closed at 6:21. Do we have a motion, second district?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Mr. Williams has made a motion to approve. Do we have a second? Second, Mr. Greer. Discussions on the rezoning.
What is it they want to do here? They want to manufacture mobile medical units and sell them.
Well, that's the place where we're trying to do the track holes in the past.
I think so, yes.
Everyone installed.
Any other questions on it?
Now, I'd like to ask all the commissioners, I put a folder on your desk, would you please look at that? It's not gonna come up tonight, but it's gonna come up, that's the storage, you can see something, and it's got the map in there. You can see where the water, when the drainage comes off. Got a picture in there, it shows you the water, it's collected in Mr. Royce's yard. It's got some little pictures that tell you what's happening up there where they're trying to build. You see it, they just covered up in silk. You can see that they put trees down on the line. Anyway, you can look at this, it's not coming up tonight, but anyway, look at this and you decide, we are to I'd like to do this right here. Make it not tonight, and whatever comes up, I would like to make a motion to defer until the property owner complies fully with all state stormwater regulations and drainage requirements. Whenever it comes up, if he hadn't done that at that time. Have you checked?
He actually has a state permit for his grading, even though he hasn't graded yet. And it also, mini storage also has a state stormwater prevention permit. So both sites that will affect that area, shown in the pictures, do have their state permits. And I have checked it. I actually walked both properties today. They're repairing some of the silt pins for the mini storage site that had collapsed during some of the big rains last month. But they ought to be getting those back up. Probably did most of that today. There's silt pins up on the proposed subdivision site in preparation for some of the grading and development that could happen. That's where they are with that.
Anyway, I hope that they'll apply all the state regulations and stormwater law, because she's really having a problem. Like you see, these pictures where I'm giving this over, what happened the last time we had a big rain. Our front yard is full of water. The bridge where she comes over to go to her house is covered completely with water. And the signs over there on top there, something they got it covered. And that's a Cheatham County road. It's gonna wash that out. If they don't, do what they're supposed to do.
Even, that's, right now, that is a different issue from the one that's on the floor. The one that's on the floor is the C5 to C1 zone. The issue that Ms. Ann has brought up is the, issue, I think, that surrounds the,
But if you look on the C2 site is a mini storage site. There's the proposed subdivision site here. The bridge she's talking about is down here. all this drains, this whole area, even across the street, maybe further north, drains to this one point right here was a concern. But the rezone here we're talking about is across New Hope Road, and nothing's changing over there at all.
The building's already there.
Yeah, there's nothing changed, just change of ownership and want to basically zone out C5 and have the use actually if we want to.
And I,
Yes, sir.
the guys, they're good at Houston Springs, the guys that all, they're taking tankers, big portable, medical facilities, they've done some with veterans. And they've been pretty good at getting market, what they're doing. Thank you.
Mr. Williams, you get all your answers, all your questions? Anybody else? What is Williams?
Plan and design recommendation.
It passed by majority.
Anyone else? Don't mean to cut anybody off, anybody wants to speak on it? I see anybody call the roll.
Tim Williamson. Yes. Chris Gilmore. Tommy Mayo. Yes. Tom Jordan.
Yes.
Walter Weekly.
Yes.
Diane Lovell. Yes. Eugene Evans. Ed Greer.
Yes.
Randy Miles.
Yes.
David Anderson.
Yes.
Gary Binkley.
Yes.
Andrew Rose. Yes.
Anyone wish to change their vote? 11 yes, 1 absent, 0 no's. Motion to rezone is passed. Any other zoning issues, Mr. Wilson? Anybody else on zoning? You're saying made everybody a packet, gave everybody a packet about something, maybe coming at a future date. If you have any interest in it, or I don't mean that. If you have an interest in it, talk to Mr. Wilson and talk to the two commissioners out there. They have quite a few calls on that. All right, we are to the mayor's section. Mr. Greer, do we have a motion?
Like the group, 1 through 11 and 13. Just one vote.
We have a motion and a second to group the first 11 bullets, bullet number 13 and bullet number 14, which is everything except the impact fee. We have a second, Ms. Pike, Lowe. How do y'all just quick question? Oh, I'm sorry. That's okay, Ms. Lyon. Thank you. Discussion on any of the items, or does anyone wish to pull any of the items out for a larger discussion?
I have a question, and it may not be about this. I read it in my packet, and I can't find it right now, and it's where you, were gonna ask us to give $30,000 to Junior Pro.
There'll be a budget
It's
section.
in the budget.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I couldn't find it.
Anyone with anything on those items? Anyone want to pull up any of those items out of the packet? Call the roll, please.
Ed Greer.
Yes.
Randy Miles.
Yes.
David Anderson.
Yes.
Gary Binkley.
Yes.
Andrew Rose.
Yes.
Tim Williamson.
Yes.
Chris Gilmore. Tommy Mayo. Yes. Tom Jordan.
Yes.
Walter Weekly.
Yes.
Diane Lovell.
Yes.
Eugene Evans.
Is there anyone who wishes to change their vote? 11 yes, 0 no, 1 absent, all of those are passed. Do we have a motion on the impact fee as presented? As presented, the grandfathers all permits obtained by August 31st, 2019.
Motion to approve.
Second. Motion and a second. It designates those funds to be reserved for purchasing equipment. And the rates collected would be September the 1st, $1,000. That's September the 1st of 2019. September the 1st of 2020 would be $2,000. Both of those would go to education debt service. September the 1st, 2021, become the third will be $3,000. $2,250 to education. $2,500 to education debt, $250 to parks, and $250 to roads. Mr. Mayor, would you like to explain any of that differently?
I think you're fairly clear on it. This was a recommendation out of Mr. Binkley's committee, and when it came through budget, the process that this really started and focused on to begin with was to get more money in education debt. So we regrouped it to say the first $2,500 that comes in, if you do it over 3 years, should go to education debt, and then the $250 for parks and roads will come in the first year, and it comes up to $3,000. That was unanimous vote from the budget and capital improvements. About we even had a couple of members of capital improvements who agree with that. But the full $2,500 for the education debt, we definitely need that in at ASAP, and then the other will come along. That would take care of the grandfather as Chairman Jordan pointed out.
And this is going to affect September the 1st.
2019, that's right.
And then also, 50 cents per square foot for that facility tax. I didn't see anything in here about
That was
that.
passed in June, so
October. So we're gonna leave that alone.
we haven't discussed about that.
Unless somebody wants to amend it. Anyone else?
What, if a person comes in and gets 25 building permits for August 31st, how long can they get up to?
As long as they live, as long as they do. I mean, they're grandfathered in, anything purchased through the end of this month. If they bought 50, it took them 10 years to go out to $50 total is what they have in there. Grandfathered in.
There's a renewal process though. What is it, probably every 2 years? They have to renew that permit and there's.
It goes up to 10 years, and it's 1 year increments. The first year it's 10% of the original permit fee, and the second year it's 20, and third is 30. And it goes up, you get about 10 years, you get about 90 permit. There is a renewal resolution.
One thing this do, if you don't mind me adding, is you may recall the original, and by the way, this resolution rescinds everything we did in June and replaces it with what we're talking about. But you may recall we had, starting in June, this period of whenever the grandfathering took place until October 1st, when that original resolution, it was kind of in limbo that they had to have their construction permit completed by October 1st of 2020. So this makes it very clean, grandfather through the end of the month, and the very next day, permits kick in at $1,000, a year later it goes to $2,000. They would still pay $50 up front, just like they're doing now, and the CO, they would pay the other $950, when they get their CO, that's 10 months or a year and a half, whatever it was, to get the system.
I have another question. One of my constituents asked me, I don't know this, are the people building these buildings, are they required to have a county business tax?
We put that in effect through the building commissioner's office several weeks ago, when
They are?
Yes.
Even if they're out of the county?
Yes.
Okay, well, I don't know. But where is the breakdown?
If a contractor would be considered a class 4, anything they do within this county over $50,000, they pay a county business tax to Cheatham County. If they're domiciled in Montgomery County, they come into Cheatham County, and anything that they build over $50,000 is subject to Cheatham County business tax, which goes to the Tennessee Department of Revenue.
How's that regulated?
Your Tennessee Department of Revenue, if they're doing what they call a spec home subdivision, and all of the houses are the same, they don't pay the tax on anything over the $50,000, but they are required to have a business license in this county.
Okay. Now I know. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is the business license required to be shown at the point of getting a building permit?
If they're saying they're going to do $150,000 on a house or a project, that's
We require, I mean, we started juvenile court and said, it's on the case.
Weekly, does that answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Anyone else?
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Anyone else? You have a question? This is time to ask.
Would it not be best to have both fees collected, implemented at the same time, September first? Instead of having one September first and one October first?
If you wish to amend that original one back to September 1st versus October, that would be something you could do.
Will we do that right now?
This, we'll do it, sir. So we'll do it, sir. Do it.
Okay. Anyone else on this particular issue? If there are questions or concerns, please ask them now. If there's somebody uncertain about it, please ask. Call the roll.
Gary Bentley.
Yes.
Andrew Rose. Yes. Tim Williamson.
Yes.
Chris Gilmore. Connie Mayo. Yes. Donnie Jordan.
Yes.
Walter Rico.
Yes.
Diane Jordan.
Yes.
Eugene Evans.
Yes.
Ed Greer.
Yes.
Randy Wiles.
Yes.
David Anderson.
Yes.
Anyone wish to change their vote? 11 yes, 0 no, 1 absent. Declare the motion has passed. Mr. Williams.
I'd like to make a motion to change the 50-cent traffic facilities tax from October first to September first.
Second.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the second. Ms. Noble. Discussion. Is it all on the same day?
Should be together.
Representative Paul, Mr. Wilson, in your office. Mayor, any thoughts on it? None?
I think it might be easier county wise, since we had that replacement and part of it, a lot of other stuff is working around.
So this amends the date on the 50 cents on the square footage cost will be passed in June. At what meeting? June, we had two. This amends resolution number 8 that was passed on June 24th, 2019, and sets the new date under item number 1 on square footage cost, changes that date from October the 1st, 2019 to September the 1st, 2019. Are there any questions on it?
Mayor?
Yes, sir.
So the date of October first is mentioned 3 times in that resolution. So it also says, tax for permits obtained prior to October 1 shall be the current rate. And it says that the current rate will apply unless a certificate of occupancy is made by October 1st. If you're gonna change one, you probably need to change all of them.
Is that correct? Is that what you said? All items in will be changed from October 1st to September 1st, and we amend resolution number 8 that we passed. Everybody clear now, it changes all the dates. Everybody? Anybody with questions? Call the roll.
Tim Williamson.
Yes.
Chris Gilmore. Connie Mayo. Yes. Donnie Jordan.
Yes.
Walter Rico.
Yes.
Diane Jordan.
Yes.
Eugene Evans. Gary Greer.
Yes.
Randy Wiles.
Yes.
David Anderson.
Yes.
Gary Bentley.
Yes.
Andrew Rose.
Anyone wish to change your vote? No yes, 0 no, one absent. Motion has passed. Ms. Wiggins.
Mr. Chair, we can discuss it, but is everything in the impact fees still the same, it'll be collected at the end of the Right, like,
collect the first $50.
The first $50, just like they've been paying, would be paid up front. When they get their occupancy permit, they pay the remainder. So after September 1st, they pay $950.
and you was some talk about.
No, we
putting
didn't.
it on the clock.
We're in completion and the COs.
I'm good.
Anybody else on the impact fee while we're here? Mr. Mayor, you have anything else?
A couple of information items to bring to your attention. The movie that is now taking in action, the city of at the courthouse tomorrow, and also Thursday, taking part of that movie. And they've been spread throughout the city and parts of the county, and they'll be filming for the next couple of weeks. Also, going to be at Cheatham Fair, actually doing dating there on that movie. So you'll be aware of that. Second item, we've had ongoing and working with TDOT, trying to get a traffic study on Sweet Home Road and Highway 49. Of course, we contracted out with the company that TDOT uses. They were on location last week, gathering information with their cameras and their count strips. And I heard back, we should have preliminary back on that in the next couple of weeks. So hopefully, if not our next meeting, definitely by October, we should have some information back to submit to TDOT to say what we need to do.
Was that before or after school started?
They did last week. They were waiting for the school to start to make sure they had the track. So that's the reason for the delay actually being on the front last week. They were all preliminary stuff, and last week they put everything down to get their accounts after school started.
Any other questions from the mayor? That's for all of you. Thank you.
Item 1, budget amendments, county general. The following amendments are related to projects started or discussed in the prior budget year to be completed in budget year 2019-20. Highway and street capital projects, $21,480. Social, cultural, and recreational projects, $15,600. County buildings and emergency management, $23,175.44. Accounting and budgeting, $3,000. Public safety projects, $25,115.40. Public safety projects, $37,585. And I put the information on that last one on the next page so you can see the breakdown. And then the next budget item amendments are all move funds from either reserve or from current year revenues. Ambulance EMS, $2,972.44. Ambulance EMS, $519.95. Jail, $21,500. Jail, $60,000. Chancery Court, $508. South Cheatham Library, $100. South Cheatham Library, $588. And Mayor, $30,000. Budget vote, 5 yes, 0 no, 0 absent. Funding source various.
Motion to approve.
Motion, Ms. Lowell, to approve. Is that second, Ms. Anderson? Discussions. Does everyone understand?
I would
Where's the
say,
money? Go ahead.
I'd like to say thank you for the $30,000, and I think we need to approve that because I know way more about basketball than I ever imagined I would. Thank you, honey. And, we're helping a lot of children who wouldn't get to play. The program just doesn't have that money. They don't have a way of making that money, and we're gonna help some.
Is there a plan for next year?
I don't know, Mayor, is there a plan?
The talk with the school board or definitely Dr. Watson and Dr. Beck at this point, we will look at that next year to see how much savings comes out of the lights or some other opportunities to try to put a permanent solution. Worst case scenario, the reason that I stopped at 30,000 is it would still be 30,000 that fund next year. We had to go a second year, but I think we got plenty of time to work this out, make sure these kids get to play. The other nice advantage of this, and I'll say the memory of Jack Mechanics, is he was complaining that they never could get park money without one $20 million donuts, maybe get $1,000 match or something. This will go throughout the county, East Cheatham, West Cheatham, Ingram, all across the county. This is benefit. So I think it's a great return on this money that basically accepted this last round of grants. And I hope that'll build up. But the school board will be meeting with work session last Thursday this month, and so they're going to bring it back open because, of course, they were trying to make sure they had their ducks in a row and not recover this money. And I think we've got a plan to go
place in 2014, when they brought the school board attention a couple months ago, and said, well, basically, you know, with a few of these basketball programs donating $1,000 to 1,500 to keep up the gym, that the school board is still paying the entire electric bill. So it kind of put them in a pickle, and I applaud them. It kind of put a burden on that, but at the same time, they're looking at every nickel possible. Things we've asked them to do for years, they are doing. This result, it's kind of a PR down there. Sorry, that's going to cost. But this is a good way to get them through another year, to give us time to make sure there's a good permanent solution in place.
Yeah, I know that the schools have a high cost with the use of the facilities, electricity, heating and cooling. So I'm glad that we was able to get this passed in the budget.
And once again, this is the association that deal with our children and go to the schools and make and do that. If a church wants to rent, that's between them and the church, what they charge $40 an hour or whatever, it doesn't impact that, but covering that. This covers our kids.
The money was collected from Parks and Recreation.
Just recreation.
Well, it is
We're
part of
not,
Parks
we're
and
not
Rec.
spending where it's collected, it's not, for what it was collected for.
What's the recreation?
This benefits across the county.
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
Mr. Attorney, just to make sure, we are on legal grounds doing this, is that correct?
You can appropriate it wherever you want. Originally designated for different purpose, so for
Thank you. Anyone else with questions on any of the items? Motion and second is in place. Anybody else with questions? Call roll, please.
Diane Walker. Yes. Judy Dennis. Bill Greer. Randy Wallace.
Yes.
David Anderson.
Yes.
Gary Binkley.
Yes.
Andrew Rose. Kim Williams. Chris Gilmore. Connie Nato. Yes. Donnie Jordan.
Yes.
Walter Weaver.
Yes.
Anyone wish to change your vote? 9 yes, 2 no, 1 absent. Motion is passed. Ms. Batts?
Item 2, budget amendments, general capital projects, other general administration, $79,467.47. Budget vote 5 yes, 0 no, 0 absent. Funding source, general capital projects, fund balance, unused from prior year.
Do we have a motion? Motion, Mr. Anderson, do we have a second? Mr. Williams? Discussion.
Is this capital improvements money?
No.
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 It was in. No, it's not part of the.
It's not your fund,
No.
no, this is the original 685.
That we bought.
Land, it's on the road, we worked on that. Just want to make sure.
What happens, all those projects like that, in the year, most of them roll back into fund balance,
Yes.
or into their fund balance. She's just now having to bring it back forward. Good. You're still okay?
It's in the same, it's separate.
the project.
We have a motion, Mr. Anderson, vote, second, Mr. Williams. Anybody else? Call roll.
David Anderson.
Yes.
Gary Binkley.
Yes.
Andrew Rose. Yes. Kim Williamson.
Yes.
Chris Gilmore. Connie Nato. Yes. Donnie Jordan.
Yes.
Walter Weaver.
Yes.
Diane Walker. Yes. Judy Dennis.
Yes.
Gary Greer.
Yes.
Randy Wallace.
Yes.
Anyone wish to change your vote? 11 yes, 0 no, 1 absent. Motion is passed. Ms. Batts?
Item 3, budget amendments, solid waste. Convenience centers, $1,564. Budget vote 5 yes, 0 no, 0 absent. Funding source, solid waste fund balance, insurance, recovery money deposited in prior year.
Motion to approve.
Motion, Mr. Bentley, we have a second.
Second.
Discussion? Everyone aware of what's happened?
They sure did it too.
I was gonna say, they don't know that.
No, we have right over there, equipment there. It's been replaced. This was the insurance settlement came back.
Okay.
Yes.
Anyone wish to change your vote? 7 yes, 0 no, 1 absent, motion is passed. Ms. Vance, Mr. Williams?
Item 4, education capital projects, requesting a capital outlay note for school paving at HHS, school paving at KSES, and HVAC projects. Any unused note proceeds shall be reimbursed back to education debt service in 156. The not to exceed amount is $510,500.
These items are all passed in the budget document, correct?
Yes.
Do we have a motion?
Motion approved.
Motion, Mr. Williams, second by Mr. Hinkle. Any discussion on them? Call roll.
Tim Williamson.
Yes.
Ms. Gilmore. Tommy Mayo. Yes. Tommy Jordan.
Yes.
Walter Hickel.
Yes.
Diane Lovell.
Yes.
Eugene Evans.
Yes.
Gary Greer.
Yes.
Randy Miles. David Anderson.
Yes.
Gary Pinkel.
Yes.
Jason Martin.
Anyone wish to change their vote? 11 yes, 0 no, 1 absent, the motion is passed. Mr. Vance, we're still there?
Item 5, general capital projects, requesting a capital outlay note for the Highway Department Garage Office Project in the amount of $400,000. This note shall be paid back by the Highway Public Works Fund, Fund 131.
Motion by Mr. Williamson, second by Ms. Anderson. Any discussion on this? Anybody? Call roll.
Tim Williamson.
Yes.
Ms. Gilmore. Tommy Mayo. Yes. Tommy Jordan.
Yes.
Walter Hickel.
Yes.
Diane Lovell.
Yes.
Eugene Evans. Gary Greer.
Yes.
Randy Miles.
Yes.
David Anderson.
Yes.
Gary Pinkel.
Yes.
Andrew Rose.
Yes.
Anyone wish to change your vote? 11 yes, 0 no, 1 absent, that motion is passed.
Final item, item 6, surplus items for county general. This is in the trustees department. She has a safe and 6 printers. Once approved for surplus, the items will be sold on GovDeals, recycled or disposed of. Budget vote 5 yes, 0 no, 0 absent, funding source none.
Motion, Mr. Anderson, do we have a second?
Second.
Second, Ms. Mayo. Mayo,
I did, she said that.
either one of them is fine. Anybody have discussions on any of the items? Call roll.
David Anderson.
Yes.
Gary Pinkel.
Yes.
Andrew Rose. Tim Williamson.
Yes.
Ms. Gilmore. Tommy Mayo. Yes. Tommy Jordan.
Yes.
Walter Hickel.
Yes.
Diane Lovell.
Yes.
Evans.
Yes.
Gary Greer.
Yes.
Randy Miles.
Anyone wish to change your vote? 11 yes, 0 no, 1 absent. That motion is passed. Would you please tell us the comparison of sales tax percentage-wise?
End of the year, June comparison was up 12.5%.
And the first month of, or we do the first month of, we do the first month of. Anybody else with questions for Ms. Bass? Mr. White?
I don't have anything to do. Any questions on that?
Anybody? That's it.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for the rezoning earlier on the medical and the clinic mobile labs up at Exit 31. Really good company, and it's a great fit in our community and nice folks to work with. So thank you for doing that. Appreciate it. We currently have 11 projects in process. There's 2 of them that are about to go on the use by date, and I may pass them off as is beyond definite maybe, but we've had 2 more new ones that actually came today. So altogether, we've got just kind of spread out 3 in the Ashland City area, 3 in the Pleasant View area, 3 at the Exit 31 area, and then 2 that are in the county opportunity zone somewhere. They're looking for some sites in there. Altogether, it's kind of hard to say because I don't have all the final numbers on a couple of newer ones in today, but about 450 jobs and somewhere in the neighborhood about 60 million in capital investment so far that are looking. There's 4 of these that I can say I would bet on that are definitely going to come to our communities, but the others are still in works at this point. Kind of update on existing industry right now. I check with most all the industries on a regular basis. Everybody's doing really well. Everybody's trying to hire people. Arcosa is still looking for over 200 mainly welding positions. Camus, that announced in December, and their plans were to have 283 jobs in 5 years. As of today, they have over 100 people that they've already hired in the first 8 months. You've seen boats out in front of their place. They're putting boats out there. They've taken their boats to shows and sold them all. They've got a year's worth of production already pre-sold. So everybody's doing really well. Gate and Rogers, they're hiring. A.O. Smith, Nashville Fabricating, who has not even put up their new building yet. If you see behind Camus, the work that's going on the hill up there, they're excavating, getting that down for their, they've already put in their permit for their site, so they're coming on board really soon. Now we'll see them beginning to take place. We are working in conjunction with the schools and TCAT, which is the Tennessee College of Applied Technology in Dixon. We're partnering with Dixon County on a grant that Governor Lee put into place. It's called the GIVE grant. I can't remember what the acronym is, but basically it has a lot to do with some of our basic jobs that students are kind of missing out on right out of high school. So we're working with the school system specifically on welding jobs because of all the numbers with Arcosa, A.O. Smith, Nashville Fabricating, they all have welding needs, and a lot of our students just are bypassing that and not looking at it. In the first year, they make $50,000 as welders. So we want to bring that forward, and again, we're working with Dixon County to do that. So we'll have something set up with the schools, a training a spot as well as a trainer, and that's very hard to do in the welding industry because they can make so much more money doing other things other than training people. So anyway, all of that is rolling together, and we are applying for that grant with Dixon County right now. So pretty busy, a lot of positives. Again, business is good in Cheatham County. So any questions?
When they're putting the National Fabricators over behind Camus.
Yes.
They have a separate entrance that comes.
Yeah, I saw that today, and I'm not sure. I wasn't sure if that was just a construction entrance or not. It looks like it's getting more permanent than that. I'm not sure about
Did
that.
they say when they probably have it done?
The entrance?
I mean, I'm talking about the buildings.
No, I haven't. I really hadn't. I didn't know until just about a week ago that they were actually doing the excavation. I thought they were just moving stuff around, but I'm guessing it's going to be pretty soon since they started acting.
Is Camus going to also have a showroom or something for the boats?
Yeah, on that
Talk to me some about the boats.
Yeah, on 8.5 acres that fronts right on Highway 12. The front portion of that just to the left of where the new drive that you're talking about that goes to National Fabricating, they'll have their headquarters and their showroom there. Yeah.
Anybody else with questions for me? You want me to go? We never thank you enough.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. Thank y'all.
Based on recent current things that have happened, our school board, which has always been at the last of other county officials, has now moved to the front. And if none of you have read, or if you have read, the accomplishments that they have made over the last year or so, the test scores and improvements, is absolutely outstanding.
Thank you so much. I was going to lead out with our test score accomplishments. We are really, really proud, and
surprised, and I said no, that I had watched what these teachers had done all year long. And I have very few skills, but one thing that I am good at is understanding instruction and education, and I knew that what I saw day in, day out was going to transform the education. So we are really thrilled. If you haven't seen, please go to our website and you can see, but you should be really proud of the school district here and these teachers and the administrators and the whole group. It takes the whole village to do it, but we're very proud. It's hard to believe we have started, we're in our 3rd week of school, and I just can't even believe that already. It's gone very smoothly. We have a Shop Cheatham Buy Local campaign. We are pushing it really hard because we know these tax dollars mean everything to all of us, but for sure to our budget. And so each month we choose to spotlight some kind of business, and I send out an email to all of our families. That's 7,000. To all of our teachers, that's almost another 600. So I will challenge you. Our August challenge is to buy your groceries in Cheatham County, and our September challenge is to eat out of the restaurants in Cheatham County. So I challenge all of y'all, please do that. In regards to what you spoke about, that is on our work session agenda on the 29th. So we will be addressing the 8th district and that old school building then. You're certainly welcome to come and listen to the conversation. Pegram Elementary, we have another celebration there. They're up by 40 students. And so that we're thrilled for that, and we expect even more. If you get a chance, go to Pegram. The things that they're doing there in terms of the art world, it's phenomenal, just amazing. We are knocking out our projects in the capital construction list, so we're excited about that. I was part of a bus barn meeting this last week. The design team is putting together, working together with the architects, with our project managers to bring to us a design. The geotechnical survey is done, the traffic study is done. One thing we looked at was what it was going to cost to clear the whole 54 acres. That's correct, yes. It is, that's very expensive for us right now, so what we're looking at is just clearing the land for the bus barn to begin with. So we're moving along with that. We were also lucky enough to get a Carl Perkins grant that goes for our CTE. Last year we received $12,000. This year we received $50,000. So there were a handful of districts that got it in the state. We were one of them, and we got that nice increase to put towards our CTE courses. So we're very excited about that. Also, fall sports starts this week. Football Friday night. So please come and cheer on the all of your team. So we're very happy about the way things are going in the school district. Please come visit us and call me if I can treat you to lunch at any one of our schools.
Thank you. No more questions for Dr. Beck?
Don't they rank Dr. Beck is at 44th in the top third of the state? Is that
Yes,
right?
44th out of 145, yes.
The type of gains that they have made are really pretty astronomical, considering you're moving a whole school district. You're not just moving one school or one group of children, you're moving them all. And despite all the differences, busing and carrying on that we've all done with the school system and they've done with us, it is a remarkable job, and we thank you.
I thank all of you. It takes a village for sure. So I say right back at you.
I can testify firsthand. My little boy Cooper, 5 years old, started kindergarten at Ashland City Elementary School. And when I walked in that classroom, I was so impressed. He loves his class, he loves learning, and he's got great faculty and staff over there. It's an awesome experience. I'm glad he's there.
I'm sure if we all get talking about our kids, our grandchildren and children, we'll be here till 2 or 4
My wife just changed from first grade to kindergarten, so she's got a new experience.
So my granddaughter informed me that she didn't think school was what she was really going to need to do. I think it's going to get better, at least I hope it does, for her mother's sake. Anybody else?
We would love for any of you to come and let us show you around. So if there's an open invitation, please, that would be an honor to us if you could come to our schools and let us show you what we're doing.
Thank you.
One more thing.
Yes, sir.
When I walk through that school, it is clean as a, I'm telling you, you can eat off the floor and actually sit down there.
It's been amazing what we noticed first.
Yeah. I didn't see y'all back in the room or a mop, I'm sure. That's the first. But it is
I would if I need to.
awesome. It is
Good.
awesome.
You know, we don't talk about the dedication but as much as we probably should. I don't know whether any of you saw the news last night. Metro Nashville had a school bus driver to retire after 52 years of driving the school bus. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
We go that long. Now we have had some that gone long periods of time. That's a long time.
One more question while we're on that
Yes,
subject.
ma'am.
Is Quentin Gordon still at Pegram Elementary? Because he's getting up there.
I'm sorry, I
Gordon, is he still? Quentin Gordon is Pegram?
I think he is, yes, and he's very beloved there,
Gotta
very
be
beloved.
30+ years.
Yes, they love him and he does a great job.
Anybody else with questions for the school board? If you notice in your packets on other county officials, we had an awful lot of reports. There were 2 reports. One, I believe we got to vote on. It's the one from, it's the Unclaimed Property Act. We do have to vote on that, do we not, to accept it? Everybody see their copy of that from unclaimed property? Move to approve, do we have a second?
Second.
Okay. Take a pick. Okay. Any discussion on the unclaimed property? This involves money, call the roll, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Lean on.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
You will wish change your vote. 11 yes, 0 no, 1 absent, the motion is passed. And our Register of Deeds has made a request to speak.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'll be very brief. This is the time of year when you receive an annual report. It's pretty generic right here. And I wanted to provide just a little more context about that. I've distributed to you a single sheet that just says Register of Deeds, FY 18-19 budget information. The standard statutory report just shows you we took in $1.6 million and dispersed about 1.586. But from an internal county budgetary perspective, our approved budget, as you can see, is around $198,000. We brought in revenue to the county $255,000, which puts us at a cost of $56,000 in terms of operating our office. Knowing that we're always struggling for funds, we always try to look for cost savings and revenue enhancement. Some of this is aggregate, but in January 1, 2015, particularly for our newer members of the commission, may not be aware of this, we discontinued the premium record books, those books that you see on our shelf, because nobody ever picks them up and looks at them, since everything is digital, and that saves us about $60 for printing and book cover costs, in addition to space. We're running out of space for books, so actively since then, estimated that's been about $3,900 to things like eliminate the fax line, post office box, make some reductions. When I assumed office, everybody had a little thermal printer by their desk, a laser printer. We bought a network printer to save our printing costs that way, reduced our costs. In terms of revenue enhancements, Tennessee passed something called the Uniform Electronic Transactions Act, that permits business transactions to be done electronically. We presented a plan to the comptroller in 2016. We're approved to do that. Each of those instruments we receive electronically have to be accompanied by a certificate of authenticity, in which somebody swears to the fact that they have the true exact copy of the original. While it's not required by law that that be an extra page, it's usually 95% of the time is an extra page. We've done over 7,400 e-recordings since then, so that's brought in about $36,000 to the office. And lastly, just like we know the volume that we deal with in our office, we reported 8,707 transactions in the fiscal year ended 30th this year. And I invite you to turn over to the back, while we're often referred to, understand we register these. These are just a small subset of the instruments we record. You'll see on the back a listing of the type things we do record: mortgages, releases, arts corporations, just a host of instruments that we record. When I began serving registered dues, we were at 7,219 the first fiscal year. Now we're up to 8,707. So just to give you all just a little bit of a snapshot of what we do. Largely, we work as a spoke on the will and mortgage industry. We record lots of deeds from title companies, larger mortgage industry. We additionally field calls from the general public. We get about 2,000 of those a year. People want to know, copy their deed or their restrictions for their subdivision. So a lot of our work's done internally in the county that way. That's all I have, Mr. Chairman. Just want to give you a snapshot of our office. We're glad to answer any questions.
Any questions, Mr. Smith? Thank you, sir. Our trustees here. Anybody have questions for the trustee? Anybody have questions for Mr. Reeson? Is there any other elected official in the audience that I have missed? I used to think I couldn't hear, now I can see very well. Anybody have anybody? Yes. Yes. Anybody else have questions for me? Mr. Barner?
All right.
Yes.
You said we had a long agenda tonight, so I didn't think I was ready. All right. We appreciate all the support from our county commission for our UT and TSU extension educational program. Our in your packet, you see you have a copy of our highlights from July, and many of those programs have rolled right over into August. Our family consumer scientist, Miss Anita Eichler, has been all over the place doing many cultural arts programs, home buyer education programs. She just got certified in that. I think I may have mentioned that last month. We'll be able to help people to be able to actually get a home loan by going through some of these programs to get a lower interest rate by going through this educational program she's doing with them. Culinary camp, Tai Chi classes, diabetes education classes. So she's got gazillion things going on, programs in all over the county. And our 4-H this summer, just some of the highlights we've had kids go to 4-H junior camp, junior high camp, and 4-H electric camp, and then even several of them to go to Washington, D.C. to the citizenship focus that happens up there. And all of these are based on science, technology, and leadership through our university programs. The tobacco production, I guess I've done more working with Hispanic laborers than I have actually with the tobacco this year, is working with the Good Agricultural Practices program that all of our tobacco producers are required to go through. One of the things is just train their Hispanic laborers. So being bilingual, I've walked more miles this summer with Hispanics than I have actually with the tobacco patches. But anyway, it's been great, and it's a blessing to be able to work with them. We have approximately 152 industrial hemp licenses. We even have a processing plant that's getting geared up here in the county too, in a pretty big way. So that's added that's where all the miles that I missed walking in tobacco most of this summer have been in hemp patches. And I know the sheriff and his crew have been having, I'm sure, a lot of fun trying to distinguish the high test from the decaf and all that. So anyway, hopefully everything is in order. Most all the people seem like they're good people, and a lot of them don't know a lot about agriculture or farming, but we're having a lot of opportunities to work with these folks. And Lord only knows how this industry is going to go. It has the potential for really giving a boost, I guess, to a lot of our farm economy that's really struggling right now. Been working a lot with forage and pasture management, educational programs out in the field with producers. Our county fair is coming up, as we've talked about this next week. The Extension Office, we work with the educational program. We've been down, we're working for the last 2 weeks, and we'll be working more this week and next week taking in entries. So if you're folks in your communities, please let them know the tabloid, the fair catalog is online. We'll be taking in entries on Sunday and Monday. And of course, we'll be filming, I guess the filming going on down there next week. I don't know how that's going to affect all of what we got to do. This is going to be interesting. We have a beef cattle show on Friday night, Thursday night. We'd love to have y'all come down there to that. That's a very educational program too, because a lot of people have no idea what all the science and the reasoning that goes behind an animal, how it's placed. You get to hear that from some good trained judges. Friday night we have a 4-H pullet auction if anybody's looking to buy chickens. Friday night at the Cheatham County Fair we have a 4-H pullet auction. Those pullets are auctioned off and the funds come back to our 4-H program. Also, the Tennessee Agricultural Enhancement Program has just come out online with their new opportunities for cost share funding for our farmers. And a lot of these smaller producers are going to be eligible for programs for grant funds, which is going to be huge, even to people with small scale fruit and vegetable production to large scale producers all across the county. One of the neat things, the most exciting thing I guess we had was it July or August when Randy Boyd came by our office? It was July, wasn't it? Okay. But anyway, President Boyd came by and visited the Cheatham County office, kind of like a drop-in deal, and I guess somebody had informed our county mayor, so he got to be there with us too. We served him homemade ice cream, and about a week later, we all got a pair of orange socks with the big power T on it, so we're real proud of that. Yeah, we thought about you.
Any other questions, Mr. White?
That was great ice cream we had at our ag committee.
That was the leftovers we gave him from the ag committee. He enjoyed it too.
Thank you, Mr. White. VSO office? What do you wish?
Thank you, sir. I think I forgot to give you a newsletter.
Okay.
Want one. Just a couple of things. Our office was able to meet today with the new state commissioner for TDBS, Courtney Rogers. So we had a good meeting with her. She is really trying to work more with the county offices than prior folks in the position. So we're hopeful that that works out well for us and that we have more of a partner than we have before. Talking about the fair that's coming up, one of the local groups, the United States Veterans Alliance, is going to have a booth there, and they are highlighting in pictures women veterans. So encourage all of you are at the fair to stop by and say hello to them and look at their display. The other thing going on veteran-wise, in the newsletter, the VA has, as of June 6th, it started June 7th, instituted the urgent care benefit part of the new Mission Act. And so if you know any veterans or what have you in the county, they now have access to urgent care and like the retail care, like in the Walgreens and such like that. And they just last week put the Fast Pay Center over by Walmart on the list to be utilized, so veterans don't have to go to the emergency room and sit for 8 hours to get a couple of 3 stitches. They can go to, and on the back is listed the closest ones to us. So that's actually a big thing for veterans to not have to go to the hospital or to the clinic in Clarksville to get simple care like that, or the flu or sore throat or anything like that. They can go local now. So that's all we have.
Thank you, ma'am. Any other questions, Lord? William?
Yes.
You have a resolution in motion?
Yes, sir. I'd like a resolution from the desk. Make a motion, we approve it, authorize making the VSO office instead of part-time, director, be full-time.
We got a motion and a second. Everyone gets a copy of this on your desk. They want to have a chance to look over it. I apologize for it not being there in the packet. Some of these discussions and some of these issues came up late Wednesday and early Thursday with us. as we had gone through our second round of interviews for a VSO director, the first section started with a part-time position. We had one applicant who withdrew. No one else was interested on a part-time basis. Then we put out the application again and ran it as a full-time director, even though you had not approved it, to see what kind of interest we had. We had 3 applicants on that particular one. One lady was from New York, who turned out not to be qualified. And then we had 2 other gentlemen who applied. And so, in all of our discussions between Mr. Weekly, myself, Mr. Evans, and Darwin Newton, who sat on that committee with us for the purpose of interviewing, we came up with these items that we felt were a hindrance that we were running into in trying to hire a new director. And so this is what this motion and request is requesting us to go forward and do. Mr. Newton.
I have a question. I know the previous director was part-time, and then we had another part-time person there. So we had 2 part-time. So is that going to eliminate the other part-time person?
It has a potential to eliminate something. I can't answer that question at the moment because we have not gone into that totally to see where the funding is going to come exactly. We have a significant, I'll say significant, we have a decent fund balance in there to help. But it's possible.
How much was the part-time director making?
About 36,000 over 2 people, or somewhere close to that. Best I can remember. Oh, wait a minute.
That's with the director and the part-time person?
The director was 20,000 and 2 part-time was 36. So you've got about, you've got money there, plus you got a $30,000 fund balance.
So you're eliminating one of the part-time people?
If yes, if we felt like that, yes. That comes down to mine.
Currently, you should pay out.
Pardon me?
What you're doing tonight is just taking the money out of fund balance for,
We get an approval to either adjust the budget or adjust the budget and adjust fund balance, which would come back as an amendment to the budget. Mr. Williams?
What about the money that covers your insurance? What about the insurance?
Everybody that we have interviewed, which we may or may not continue, but if we do, the insurance has not been an issue because they've all been retired. They've either been retired military or wives have had insurance, husbands have had insurance. It hasn't been the issue. Mr. Weed?
I was just going to say that Mr. Campbell's job was part-time, and Darrell's job was part-time. Right now, with all of them, one of these guys, he's trained, he's ready to go to work. One of them will have to be trained to go along with his side. Maybe one of them will need insurance. So that's a savings there.
Anybody else? Please ask whatever it is you want. Call roll.
Baldwin.
Yes.
Diane Morgan.
Yes.
Judy Evans.
Yes.
Ed Bruce.
Yes.
Randy Wise.
Yes.
Eddie Anderson.
Yes.
Gary Lee.
yes.
Andrew Rudd.
Yes.
Tim Williamson.
Yes.
Chris Gilmore. Ron Mayo. Yes. Ron Ford.
Yes. Does anyone wish to change their vote? 11 yes, 0 no, 1 absent. Motion has passed. Thank y'all. Your board?
We did not meet, but we will meet in September, on the second Saturday, at the David McCullough Room.
At the what?
The David McCullough Room,
What time?
9.
Wisdom and education didn't meet. Emergency services did not meet, but we will most likely meet next month, so keep that on your calendar. I think everyone got an update from Mr. Hogan on the Two Rivers Fire Hall. Capital approval?
We did meet. We have a couple items to vote on tonight. Mayor, if you want to jump in on any of these, you feel free to do so. Number one is the jail HVAC system. The total cost was $70,589. $60,000 of that is going to come out of the jail litigation tax funds, and they're requesting $10,589. That's the balance that comes from capital improvements, and our committee voted all in favor to do that. So I'll make that the form of the motion.
We have a motion, we have a second. Second. Second, Mr. Evans. Discussion? Questions on it? You okay with that? Yes. Anybody else with questions? Roll, please.
Gary Nichols.
Yes.
Dan Rhodes.
Yes.
Tim Williamson. Chris Gilmore. Tommy Mayo.
Yes.
Tommy Jordan.
Yes.
Walter Weaver.
Yes.
Diane Walton.
Yes.
Eugene Evans. Ed Greer.
Yes.
Randy Miles.
Yes.
Jack Davis.
Yes.
Anyone wish to change their vote? 11 yes, 0 no, one absent. Motion has passed, Mr. Baker.
Item number two, resurface the library parking lot, including restriping it. The low bid was by Sammy Gibbs Paving Company. It was $61,490. That was low bid. $15,600 of that is being paid for by TDOT for that right-of-way entrance and property that they pay the county. It sums up to a balance of $45,890 to come from capital improvement. And we voted all in favor to fund that $45,890. I'll make that formal motion.
We have a second.
Second.
Second, Mr. Anderson. Let's make sure we're clear on this. This is the parking lot that runs, the entrance way that comes off the highway, goes up, goes into where the health department is, and the library, and that section. It does not go around the building and come back out on Bell Street. That is for another look at another next year. Is that correct, Mr. Mayor?
After capital improvements, after that night, I reached out, somewhat limited to Robert Hester. He gets back with us because I don't know whether it's such dried out hot mix that's going around there. The good news is it's not the potholes and all the cracking like we have in front. We need to address that in the parking lot we're taking on. He said, if it is chip and seal, we need to be careful about trying to seal it. That most likely we need another coat of chip and seal, which they can also do for us once he gets back.
That's the back part.
That's the back road. It goes from Bell Street all the way around that.
But we are going to continue on with the paving of it next fall. Or something.
Sometime next year, we just figure out, know what we can do.
We have a motion and a second. Anybody else? Any more discussion on it? Call roll.
Gary Nichols.
Yes.
Andrew Rhodes. Yes. Tim Williamson.
Yes.
Chris Gilmore. Tommy Mayo.
Yes.
Tommy Jordan.
Yes.
Walter Weaver.
Yes.
Diane Walton. Yes. Eugene Evans. Ed Greer.
Yes.
Randy Miles.
Yes.
Jack Davis.
Yes.
Anyone wish to change their vote? 11 yes, 0 no, 1 absent. That motion has passed.
Just for the information, Mr. Chairman, the mayor brought to us, install a new door on the exterior wall on the lower level of the library. And that is going to be the entrance door for the archives. So, and the mayor is currently going to set that out to bid and bring it back to us next month.
Thank you. Anybody with questions on that particular issue before it comes back? Calvin Roots, thank you, sir.
We did not meet.
Tech committee didn't meet Road and Bridge.
We did not make, we're to make next month.
Commercial development, Mr. Anderson, please.
I got a question about the road and bridge.
Is there any way we could look, maybe the third question, about making these companies, like construction companies or people that's hauling our roads, put a bond
Mr. Blau, what's the legal on that?
I've had some discussion with Mr. Custer about that. He was looking at possibly including the town in bonding requirements. Building subdivisions and have to apply for those roads. I'm not sure what we're going to do or can do for roads that are not, don't otherwise have a bonding requirement. We talked about it a little bit and I haven't figured out the answer to that. It is an issue that he has mentioned to me when he comes before us here.
If they get a permit, is it done? Do we not pull that permit and stop it? If the road starts wrong, what we're doing?
I don't know, I can look into that. What he had mentioned to me was specifically subdivision and identifying bonding requirements on that, where the situation here is.
If somebody fills out a hole in the land, don't trust them, they're not worth a lot. I mean, it's, people that on this road, it's ridiculous. We're having to deal with it.
What's the cost of termination?
I can't get straight answer, who gives it? State, county.
It's the county's building. I mean, it's a minimal fee, it's only, like $55.
I mean, do we not pull that permit, say that's not?
We can.
Can we charge?
Yeah, we just have to set up, probably pass a resolution for a higher fee. We have for some of them, like on Valley Road. The one on Ridge Circle, they weren't running today. I think they stopped.
They ran all weekend.
Yeah, they ran all weekend. He was about to finish that up. I talked to Bob Dinkley, who was filling in for Robert. And they're in the process of doing a repair on it. There were some areas that had good base coat. It was kind of just flattened out and damaged. But we're working on a repair, or he's working on a repair.
Now, we're just keeping the name. It's so bad that gravel across the road, over the dump road, half that. And then the other part, it's pushing the pavement over to people's yard. All people should have to deal with that. I mean, the one about you, I drive down you sometimes, I see where they're dumping, the road's not crumbled, we pull their permit. Why would we not pull this one?
I think they worked out a repair of the road.
People should have to drive over that, right now they're driving over. How long will they leave?
If you do a bond on the road, and they are destroying the road, or tearing the road up, you can call their bond if they don't fix the road, but you're gonna have to let them get to the point of fixing it. I would think you wouldn't be able to fix it as you go. I don't think. Mr. Blau?
I can't fix it as you go, because when they're done, they're just gonna tear it up.
Right.
But I guess it'd be more of a deterrent, because they know they're going to incur the cost. Might have lighter loads coming through, and do less damage.
And if you go a bond issue, the bond doesn't go away. I mean, even though the project hauling stops, they're through, then you still got that bond that's gonna be sitting there for a period of time. That you can make sure the road is correct, and if not, reach out and have them either fix the road or pay them to fix the road, or the bond can be called in to fix the road.
Yeah, the bond has a maturity date on it.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be,
Otherwise, it's not gonna happen.
not gonna be forever, but you would set for some period beyond, and it's gonna be whatever they're doing.
We had the issue up on Seville Road, and they tore Seville off the pieces up there, and said, me and Robert looked at it, this was kind of a substandard road anyway, and there's no weight limit on the road. So if you don't have a weight limit on the road, those trucks have as much, and I'm not defending them, because I was going to complain when it stopped, but they
built, most of our rural roads especially are built big to handle cars, maybe buses, maybe school buses, things, but they're not meant to handle all the tractor trailers and heavy dump trucks. But that still doesn't give those people the right to go in there and just by moving up and down the road, destroy the road. Any more than it would anybody else, I don't think. Does it?
No, but, the weight limits are tricky, I mean, because that would be one way to approach it, but you gotta have scales.
Then you got to have somebody to stop them too, don't you? Bottom line, from what Mr. Williamson is asking, is somebody is looking at this, trying to come up with some way to do something.
Yeah, Mr. Hester had, as I said, he had mentioned it to me before, and not this is sort of a larger problem than what I had said. But he was talking to some of the other counties and some of the things. This is not exclusive to us.
Mr. Whitley, will you keep this in road and bridge and try to get us some kind of resolution on this?
We talked about before, putting weight limits on, Robert said, wasn't enforceable, with others, with the county.
Well, the biggest issue is what do we do when a company, even though you don't have weight limits on, it's obvious that that company going over down that road, tearing up the road.
He's there, well, you know, that's different. He said, he could put
What is it?
20,000, 50,000, he said, the only thing you can do is put it on the bridge.
But you will keep this going until we get some kind of resolution?
Yeah.
Because it's going to be worse, it's not going to be better.
Probably always, or shot rock, not wave,
So we just they'll keep working on this week, see what we come up with. Because we got to do something to fix it, I mean, you can't just keep letting it go.
Yeah, you raise our taxes.
Anything else, Mr. Weeks? Commercial development?
Commercial development, we did meet with all the developers and real estate agents that attended, and really, what I thought was a very successful meeting. Actually, 3 hours, I think. We come up with a good resolution and tax, of course, not discussed it to their satisfaction. Forget my name, still having what we,
Thank you. Business development the same way. Business development. The overlooking committee, industrial development board, here tonight. Any other new business? We are to the consent agenda. You want to hear it? Oh, well, sure. And this is. Everybody got it, put it in the calendar, and we're adding Andy Phillips to the consent agenda. We deal with it next month. We will be able to come through them. We have a motion on the consent agenda. Motion, we have a second. Any discussion on the consent agenda? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Any other announcements?
Mr. Chairman.
We just got one this floor.
I have two. One for special recognition. Mr. Hogan asked for us to recognize all the emergency departments that assisted with the,
Yes, what?
He asked that we recognize the emergency departments that assisted with the hazardous materials accident on I-40 on June 28th.
You adding that?
Adding that. I'm sorry.
You have a second? I thought you said you had a second. I mean, I thought you said you had more than one.
The other two announcements.
Mr. Baker?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to invite everyone Monday at 9:30 a.m. Gold Star movie. Me and my wife are moving to Houston, Indiana. And last year was going to have a prayer. 9:30.
From today.
Everyone's invited.
Anyone else with any announcements? I have one. Any of you with children in kindergarten, just remember one item. Whatever goes on at your house, will go on in the kindergarten. And if you don't think they won't tell, you're wrong. Any other announcements? I'm sorry, go ahead.
But I think that happens all the way through school, stories. I'd like to invite all of you to purchase a ticket to the Creekers Ball on September 28th. You can message me or call me. It's a music festival that's from 10 a.m. until midnight or so on Pond Creek. Last year, we were able to make a donation to the Sheriff's Shop at the Top program. It all stayed right here. And we were able to donate to another local group that helps residents on Pond Creek. It's great music and good food.
What's it called?
The Creekers Ball, and there's no need to dress up.
Anybody with anything else? All those in favor of accepting the consent agenda, say aye. Anyone opposed? The ayes have that. Anything else?
Motion adjourned.
Motion, Mr. Pickens, to adjourn, second, Mr. Wheatley.